welcome, and you're watching Project Nigel.
Good morning. My plan for today was to take the engine out of Project Timothy, the MGZT190, but mustard gas.
It's just too wet outside, it's horrible.
And I believe it's not even going to get any better, it's just going to be like this all day. I'm not spend all day outside trying to remove an engine. It'd be miserable. It'd be a horrible, miserable day, so I'm going to have to do something else. Oh look, a pre-cat. Got to send it to Wales. And do you know what? The chap paid me by PayPal, and he didn't even do it on friends and family, so I've got to pay PayPal's commission. It won't be too bad, but I actually know the guy. He added me as a friend on Facebook. He's in my group. He's always asking me questions. What's he gone and done that for? My weather app saying that it's raining all day, and well, it stopped raining. Just checked on the BBC weather app, and that says it's not raining all day. So now I'm actually disappointed that it's not raining, because I could get on with my engine job. You say it's a BBC weather app that said it's not raining. It is. You can see it's out there, it's going on right now. I thought the BBC only told the truth. Right, this is having a laugh now. Someone's making a lot of fun of me here. How am I supposed to make my mind up what I'm doing today? It wasn't raining, even though it said it was going to be raining. So I started on getting ready to take the engine out of this thing, and then started chucking it down, and suddenly the sun comes out. Got as far as taking a few engine mounts off in between the showers, and I am considering whether I can continue this job and just get the engine out by the end of the day. That'd be quite a pleasing result, to be honest. Rain! It's not raining again, and I've spent this time not raining doing something inside. Taking off this starter motor for Craig. Looks like a giant rat! Now, as you've seen me struggle with this car so far because of the rain, I'd like to inform you that for the past hour and a half it has not been raining, but I've not been here to continue with the work, and that is what is so irritating about the weather in this country. Most of my subscribers, I believe, are British, so I don't really need to explain any of this stuff to them. But living in Britain and trying to work outside in Britain is something you just can't really get used to. You cannot acclimatise to it, that's the thing. It rains an awful lot here, but it doesn't rain all of the time. So that means that some of the time you can work outside, and the rest of the time you just get caught out by the rain and you don't really know what to do about it. I mean, if it was constantly raining, I wouldn't even bother starting to do any of these kind of jobs outside. In fact, I wouldn't bother at all unless I had somewhere inside to work. It's the same thing in the summer. Summer comes around, working outside, suddenly it's far too hot. You can't really, all you want to do is for it to cool down or for it to rain or something, and then when it does rain or when it does cool down, you start complaining about it, and then suddenly those Brits are just known as people who moan constantly about the weather. But like I said, it's because you can't really acclimatise to it, you can't get used to it. If I lived in a part of the world where it was constantly sunny, I would be ready for it. I would have the right kind of clothing, the right kind of area to work in. And the same goes with the snow. If it was snowing, you wouldn't be working outside at all. You wouldn't even try. But it's the same thing with driving. In the UK, we have our roads gritted to get rid of any snow or ice on the roads. In proper cold countries, they don't do that. They just learn how to drive on it instead. So in this country, everybody just moans that the gritters haven't been out, and it's just frankly ridiculous. It's embarrassing. So consequently, this job just hasn't been completed today. There's still loads to do before I can actually pull this engine out. And that is embarrassing too. So now, at 4:10, I haven't completed the job, but I have made a video telling you why I haven't completed the job. And the video is part of the reason I haven't completed the job, because I've been doing that rather than getting on with it in what is now, as I've just shown you, perfectly adequate weather to do so. So let's crack on. Well, it's happened again. Got too busy actually doing some work to make a film. And that's the thing, actually. If you don't see me doing anything, you're going to assume I haven't done anything, whereas in actual fact it's more like the other way around. I've been a busy chap. Just done doing a load of bolts on Project Timothy there. Got one drive shaft out the other side. As I was going for the other one, this nice young chap called Andrew turned up, who I was expecting, to buy an R8 bumper. And we ended up chatting for quite a while. He knows all about Project Nigel, but he's got some catching up to do. There's all sorts of anecdotes I was telling him about that somehow he didn't seem to know. So, come on, catch up, fella. What would you rather have? A car that most people think is great, but isn't? Or a car that most people think is rubbish, but it's actually very good?